I'm going to show you how to get the best from your team so they're more productive, they stick around longer, and your business becomes more profitable. And most business owners think, if I just make my staff happy, they'll do a better job. That's the common belief, but the research says the opposite. It's actually productivity that drives happiness, not the other way around. So when people know what's expected, feel supported, and get the satisfaction of doing great work, they stay longer and they perform better. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how 5 key principles can help you get the most from your team. Number 1, lead first. Number 2, hire right. Number 3, empower and involve. Number 4, use systems, not blame. And number 5, design the culture that you want. Now my name's Phil. I've helped over 2,000 trades business owners double their profits while working 15 hours less per week. So let's get into it. Number 1, lead first. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your team is a direct reflection of your leadership. If they're confused, it's because you are unclear. If they're inconsistent, it's because you are. And if they're disengaged, it's because you haven't given them anything worth engaging with. So take a hard look in the mirror. Now, when was the last time you sat down one-on-one with each team member? Not to tell them what they did wrong, but to actually listen, to understand their challenges, their aspirations, and what makes them tick. Most trades business owners fall into one of 2 traps. Either they're the mate who wants everyone to like them so that they avoid hard conversations and let standards slip, or they're the dictator who barks orders and wonders why no one takes initiative. And neither actually works. Real leadership is built on 2 pillars. Firstly, care. Your team needs to know that you give a damn about them as people, not just as labor units. And this means knowing their kids' names, understanding their goals, having their back when things get tough. And the other one is competence. They need to respect your ability, not just your technical skills, though that helps, but your ability to make decisions, solve problems, and chart a course for the business. And when you have both, magic happens. People follow because they want to, not because they have to. So what does leading from the front actually look like? Well, it looks like regular one-on-ones, not annual reviews that everyone dreads. Weekly or fortnightly check-ins where you ask, hey, what's working, what's not, how can I help? And then shut up and listen. Also, you need to have a clear vision. If you don't know where the business is going, how can they? Paint a picture of the future that gets them excited, not just we'll do more jobs, but we'll go and be the company that everyone goes to be quality in our area, known for treating customers and staff like gold. Next, you want to model the behavior. Want them to show up on time? You better be there first. You want quality work? Well, your standards better be impeccable. You want good communication? Well, stop grunting and start talking. Next, give them a voice. The best ideas often come from the people doing the work. Create forums where they can contribute, team meetings, suggestion boxes, improvement sessions, then actually implement their ideas when they're good and give credit for the ones that are awesome. Now remember, leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about creating an environment where the right answers can emerge. Your job isn't to be the smartest person in the room. It's to get the smartest out of everyone in the room. So the second point is hire right. Look, you can't polish a turd. No amount of systems, training, or positive thinking is going to turn a bad hire into a star performer. Yet most trades businesses hire like they're picking up day laborers. Whoever's available and breathing will get the job. But here's the brutal math. One toxic employee can poison an entire team. They spread negativity, lower standards, and drive out your good people. One high performer, on the other hand, can elevate everyone around them. They raise the bar, inspire others, and get more done than 3 average workers combined. So why do we keep making bad hires? Well, desperation. I need someone now. So you grab the first warm body. But 6 months later, you're spending more time managing their mistakes than if you'd just done the work yourself. Next one's poor criteria. So you hire for skills alone. For example, he's a great Sparky. It's like, yeah, but he's also a narcissistic nightmare who'll destroy your culture. Next one is no process. You chat for 20 minutes, they seem okay, so they're hired. No testing, no references, no structured interview, just gut feel and hope. So stop the madness. Here's how to hire right. Be patient. A bad hire costs 3 to 5 times their annual salary in mistakes, management time, and lost opportunities. So take an extra month to find the right person. It's worth it. Test for attitude first. Skills can be taught, attitude can't. Use behavioral questions like, tell me about a time that you've had to work with a difficult team member. Use clear criteria. Write down the must-haves versus the nice-to-haves. Must-haves might include being reliable, honest, eager to learn, fitting your values, whereas nice-to-haves might include specific certifications or years of experience. Make sure you test them properly. Give them a paid trial day. See how they interact with your team. Test their problem solving. Watch their work ethic. One day will tell you more than 10 interviews. And check references religiously. not just the ones that they give you. Call their last 3 employers. Ask specific questions like, would you hire them again? Or if there's any deeper hesitation on that, make sure you dig deeper. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. That little voice saying, this doesn't feel right, has saved me from countless bad hires. Now remember, you're not just hiring hands, you're hiring future leaders, culture carriers, and brand ambassadors. One rockstar apprentice who grows with you is worth 10 mediocre tradesmen who'll just leave in 6 months. Third point, empower and involve. Most trades businesses operate like dictatorships. The boss makes all the decisions, everyone else just follows orders. It's efficient in the short term, but soul-crushing in the long term. Your best people will leave for places where they're more valued as thinkers rather than just doers. Want to know the difference between compliance and commitment? Well, compliance is doing what you're told just because you have to, whereas commitment is doing those things because you want to. Guess which one delivers better results? Now here's how to create commitment through empowerment. Let them shape the culture. Don't dictate your values from on high. Get the team together and ask, hey, what do we stand for? What's the behaviors that we want to see? What won't we tolerate? And when they help to create the rules, they will actually follow them because involvement breeds commitment. Next is involve them in decisions. So running a team meeting, don't just broadcast the information, ask for input. We're thinking about taking on this big project. What challenges do you see? How could we handle it better? They'll spot the problems that you missed and feel ownership over the solutions they come up with. Next is to push the decisions down. Your apprentice can decide which tool to use. Your tradesman can decide the best approach to a job. Your foreman can handle scheduling conflicts. Every decision that you don't have to make is going to free you up for the big stuff. And let them fail safely. People learn by doing, not by being told. Let your apprentice attempt that difficult task, with supervision of course. Let your office manager try that new system. When they stub their toe, help them learn from it instead of just taking over. So the next thing is the power of what do you think? Instead of always providing answers, ask questions. Team member comes with a problem, what do you think we should do? 9 times out of 10 they already know, they just need permission to act. Next, give them ownership. Assign project leads for different initiatives. Maybe your senior electrician owns the quality checklist review. Your apprentice keeps owning the van being organized. And when people own something, they care about it differently because it's theirs. Yes, this takes more time initially. Yes, some decisions won't be perfect. But here's what happens. Your team starts thinking like owners. They solve problems before those problems reach you. They take pride in their work. They stay longer and they care more. The alternative? You stay the bottleneck forever, making every decision, solving every problem, and wondering why you can never get ahead. It's your choice. Fourth point, use systems, not blame. When something goes wrong, our first instinct is to find someone to blame. Who stuffed this up? It feels good in the moment, but it solves nothing. The person feels attacked, gets defensive, and the real problem is the system that allowed it to happen. And the problem is that goes unfixed. So smart leaders ask different questions. What system could be put in place to prevent this in the future? How can we make it easier to do the right thing? What's missing from our process? This shift from blame to systems will change everything. Quality issues, create a QA checklist. Not a novel, just the critical points that prevent callbacks. Test it, refine it, make it part of the routine. Now quality isn't dependent on memory or mood, it's built into the process. Communication breakdowns? We'll document clear rules of the game. When do we call versus when do we text? How do we hand over jobs? What information must be captured? Make it explicit, not just assumed. Role confusion? We'll write job descriptions that actually mean something, not HR fluff, but clear expectations. You're responsible for X, measured by Y, and success looks like Z. Now everyone knows their lane. And the secret weapon? Disc profiles. People are wired differently. What motivates a high D or a dominant personality will frustrate someone who's a high S or a steady personality. Understanding these differences isn't touchy-feely nonsense, it's practical management. Your high D tradesman wants results, hates meetings, and values efficiency. Don't give them long explanations, give them clear targets, get out of their way. Your high S apprentice wants harmony, clear procedures, and appreciation. Don't throw them into conflict, give them structure and recognition. Your high I office manager wants interaction, fun, and variety. Don't stick them in a corner with spreadsheets, give them customer contact and team involvement. And your high C foreman wants accuracy, quality, and systems. Don't rush them or be vague. Give them detailed plans and quality standards. When you manage to your people's natural style, friction disappears. What seemed like personality conflicts were just communication mismatches. What seemed like attitude problems were just unmet needs. Build systems that work with human nature, not against it. Make the right thing the easy thing, then watch your team thrive. And the fifth point is to design the culture that you want. Every business has a culture. The question is, did you design it or did it just happen? Most trades businesses have accidental cultures, usually some toxic mix of she'll be right and that's how we've always done it and every man for himself. But you can do better. You can create a culture where people want to work, where standards are high, where everyone's pulling in the same direction. But it won't happen by accident. So start with core values, but do it right. Get your team together. Ask, hey, when we're at our best, what does that look like? What behaviors make us proud? What makes us different from our competitors? Keep it to 4 to 6 values maximum. More than that, and no one remembers them. Make them real, not corporate BS. Safety isn't a value. Everyone says that. Whereas everyone gets home safe no matter what is better. Watch your mate's back is even better because it's relatable. Create your code of conduct. Values are aspirations, whereas a code of conduct is rules. Specific, measurable, enforceable rules. Such as we show up 15 minutes before start time. We clean up before leaving any job. We return calls within 24 hours. We never badmouth teammates or customers. And we fix our own mistakes and fix them fast. Everyone signs this. Everyone's held to it. No exceptions. Run team meetings that actually matter. Every 2 weeks is the sweet spot. Same time, same structure. First third of the meeting, review results. Jobs completed, revenue, any issues. The second third of the meeting, what's coming up? Big jobs, challenges, opportunities. And the final third, how can we improve? Genuinely listen and implement ideas that are going to work. Keep them short, sharp, and meaningful. If people are checking their phones, you're doing it wrong. And add fuel to the cultural fire. Social events, not just beers on Friday, although that's fine too. Family barbecues, go-karting, fishing trips. People who play together, stay together. And use performance reviews, twice a year, focused on growth, not criticism. Where do you want to be in 2 years' time? How can we help you get there? That kind of thing. Use client feedback. Share the good and the bad. When Mrs. Johnson writes about how professional your team was, read it out to the team. When there's a complaint, discuss how you could prevent it in the future. And use recognition systems. Points-based quarterly bonuses can work brilliantly. Include 360-degree feedback, teammates rating each other on living the values. Suddenly, everyone's accountable to everyone. Culture isn't what you say, it's what you tolerate. It's what you celebrate. It's the stories that people tell about your business when you're not around. And design it deliberately. Nurture it constantly, and it becomes your greatest competitive advantage. Because while your competitors are dealing with drama, your team is delivering excellence. So building a high-performance team isn't rocket science, but it does require you to step up as a leader. Your team will only be as good as you are. They'll only care as much as you do, and they'll only push as hard as you push yourself. The businesses that win aren't the ones with the most talented individuals. They're the ones where ordinary people do extraordinary things because of extraordinary leadership and culture. Start with one thing. Maybe it's scheduling those one-on-ones. Maybe it's finally firing that toxic employee. Maybe it's running your first real team meeting. Whatever it is, start today. Your future self and your future team are going to thank you. If you're ready to build a team that runs without you, performs without constant supervision, and actually gives a damn about your business, hit subscribe. Every week, I'll share more proven strategies for building a trades business that works. Subscribe now and let's build something great together.